Hello, welcome to Geoff Schwartz to Smart You. We are presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours, and we're doing it first, Matt Ford. We're here at Super Bowl
Radio Row
in San Francisco on Radio Row at the DraftKings set. Everyone's walking by us wondering who these two fine gentlemen are.
And why did they look so small in these chairs?
Well,
especially you. You're a giant man.
I don't fit in the chair like it's one of those with the shirts riding up, and like I am not going anywhere.
You look great.
If there was an earthquake in San Francisco right now, I would be firm in my chair. I'm not going anywhere. Things might fall on top of me, but I'm not going. I did see a tweet from Schefter on Monday being like, earthquake. I'm like, yeah, it's California. What do you expect?
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, we're a little soft, you know. Everybody's a little soft if you're new to California, especially. But yeah, this is cool. We're here. Thank you to DraftKings and everybody in the back who's putting this together for us. Super awesome to be here. I never thought I'd be talent on Radio Row, Geoff. This is so exciting.
Because the last time you were at Radio Row was 10 years ago?
I've been since, but I was at Moscone doing Radio Row right here for Katie Nolan's show Garbage Time. And the set was literally right here where we're sitting now. So it's like a very full circle, weird experience here.
You go from a real show to whatever this is today.
Yeah, dude, it feels pretty real to me.
It is pretty real. It's quite an experience at Radio Row. As like people walk by, you just wave everyone as you're talking.
Yeah, that's right.
You see people. I mean, we went from like we walk like two different sets, and you see 7 people. You know, there's a pile of wings walking by us right now. That's the one thing that
it's not a joke.
They don't really feed us though. That's the one thing about Radio Row that it's the only downside.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to set our over-under at 11 and a half people that walk by and recognize us.
Well,
and they're all going to be like, you know,
we have
producers at various networks.
Well, we have one so far. Chad Brown walked by, Colorado legend. He walked by earlier and waved at us. So we'll see how that goes. And look, it's Super Bowl week. The game is going to be here very soon. And we're going to do what we always do, Matt. We're going to pick our 5 favorite wagers for the game. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our confidence, essentially, right? 5 points for the favorite wager. Last week, I went 5-0. And this strengthens my belief that we should no longer do sides, Matt.
or you should just study one game a week.
And it is much easier when you have one game a week, obviously, to prepare
for sure.
But I will say, I'll give you a little strategy for myself before we talk about the game this year. Last year, my notebook actually might be right here. I had way too many wagers last year. So I have a buddy who I do radio with, who I tail, whose job it is to, he's sports, professional sports gambler, and I tail him, and then I make my own wagers. And buddy, it was aggressive last year. Like I
remember this.
Oh, here's right here. I had this full page of wagers, and then another half page of wagers.
Man.
So like you can see, I hard to see the camera, like full, like I don't know what's this, 25 wagers. Or you have a camera here, 25 wagers here. Another. I had way too many. Okay, I have on my own wagers right now. I have the ones I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
And then I have a couple that I tail. That's it. We're going much smaller because you can't make money with these many wagers.
Yeah, no, you can't.
You can't.
The more you spray out there, like unless you're getting 1 or 2 of those, just like 8 or 9 to 1s, like that cover like my Jordan Davis thing last year made me profitable, even though I totally misread the Super Bowl.
And that's the thing about
we're up to 2. I know him.
Is that
this guy? You were on a Twitch show with him once. Yeah, I'll tell you off air.
Oh, okay. And the thing about my draft wagers were good because I had a bunch of plus money wagers, right? That's how the draft works. But obviously for this, you don't get unless you get MVP or whatnot, right?
Right.
And so that's where you get in trouble with the Super Bowl. And so I've limited my wagers for the Super Bowl. Plus, the way that I wager for a game like this, whether it's a standalone Super Bowl or a conference championship game or maybe the CFP championship game, when it's a one standalone game, I tend to wager how I think the game's going to go. And last year it went nothing like I thought it would go.
Yeah, surprised me too. Well, let's talk about this year a little bit. I mean, here we are. We talked a bit about it last week, but now is our official preview. We're a couple days away now. So what do you think? What's your latest? Have you veered at all from your thoughts a few days ago?
No, this is the thing about it. I had a discussion with a buddy the other day, is that when the matchup was set 2 Sundays ago, right? I think both collectively like Seattle a lot.
Yep.
I bet him -3.5 immediately. I took him on the money line a little cheaper price than it is now, thinking it would go up, and it has gone up. It might even itself back out. We'll find out. And we have so much time between the end of that game, those games on Sunday, to that Super Bowl. We have 2 full weeks that you start doubting yourself, right?
Correct.
And then people start saying things like, well, the Patriots, like there's some magic about them. And there's the 2001 Patriots and the last team with this poor schedule was the 99 Rams. They won the Super Bowl. But look, the main difference with the 99 Rams, who had a worse regular season schedule, right?
Yeah.
Kurt Warner, Orlando Pace, Marshall Falk,
Isaac
Bruce, Torrey Holt, London Fletcher.
Yeah, London Fletcher.
They this is not the Patriots.
No, it's not.
It's not. So you can't compare. 2001 New England Patriots, okay? Tom Brady, Ty Law,
Willie McGinnis.
Like, Richard Seymour, I think, was on that team, right?
Yep.
Like, it's not, these are not, now, can New England's team get to that point eventually? Can Drake May be as near as good as Tom Brady? Maybe. He's not now, though. And so that's what I come back to, right? Yeah. It's like New England there's not an advantage they have in this game, other than I will concede potentially coaching, right? Like, Vrabel's a fantastic
that's
coach.
Interesting, yeah.
But
run defense, maybe?
As a whole, though, I don't know. I don't think so. I think Seattle's defense, they're number one DVOA. Like, they're better as a defense.
Yeah.
Milton Williams and Barrymore are probably better D tackles, individually than Seattle has right now. But defense as a whole, Seattle is just better. So I think that we have weeks to convince ourselves of what we don't believe, right? Because we have so much time. And I have not changed my mind at all in this game. And of course, I'll make wagers on that mindset. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But hopefully I'll be less wrong with making less wagers.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that people have talked themselves more into New England, despite the line moving towards the Seahawks. Like, I do think people have sort of just stared at the Sam Darnold thing for a little bit and been like, am I really going to trust him to do this? And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I've sort of played around, but I think my main theory is the same. I think Seattle's going to win. I think it's probably going to be comfortable unless, like, what is the path for the Patriots if Sam Darnold plays, like, if Sam Darnold, like, has one of those really bad games, which I don't think is fair to guess anymore. I think he's proven that he can do it. Like, what is the path for a New England win here? Because I feel like I don't really see it.
The path for a New England win, if Darnold plays well.
Turnovers, right?
But that means Darnold plays well, right?
Right, yeah.
I mean, there is a path if they take away JSN, and then you have to rely on Cooper Kupp or Shaheed or Barner or the screen game or the run game. Like, if they take, but one thing that Seattle does so well, including Kubiak, their OC, potentially going to be the Raiders head coach, like, for a reason, is they move him all over the place, right? You can have a plan about, hey, I want to double a guy. Look what New England did with Belichick for all those years, right? And Vrabel might do this. We don't know. Is that when you face a team with one great wide receiver, they would double that wide receiver with the second corner and the safety, and they put their best corner on number 2 to say, hey, number 2's done, and now number 1 is done. I don't know if Vrabel does that. We'll see this weekend if they do that, right, with Gonzalez. But they also moved JSN. Like, he scored a touchdown when he lined up at running back.
Yeah, right. He ran like a flag out of the backfield.
He runs. Look at you.
Yeah, let's go.
Look at you. Flag out the backfield. You're right. He did. He ran a corner there. And they move him around. Like you might say, I want to double someone, right? But then they motion that guy. That's why the Chiefs always have Travis Kelce on the move.
Yeah.
You can't double a guy's on the move.
Smart.
And so I think Kubiak will have a great plan for what the Patriots want to do to them. And JSN will still. I know that Cooper Kupp is like he used to be number 2 or 3 most bet over prop and all that stuff. I don't buy that for this game. I think JSN will still have a big impact in this game. Yeah. So the path would be that, and then offensively, I don't know what the path is for the Patriots. They've played these 3 great defenses, right? They like to throw these 3 great defenses. They scored 1 touchdown in 2 of those games. They played well against Houston, but they also forced 5 turnovers.
Yeah.
They're going to win every game and force 5 turnovers, right? They're going to win all those games. And so, also, too, oftentimes, we talk about this a lot, like, a defense only plays well until they sort of don't, because the offense can't match that. And usually defense plays well as they can until essentially their offense just couldn't match anything, right? Yeah. And they just lost it, which happens quite often with a great defense at times. So, I again, can Seattle do it? Absolutely. I mean, can New England do it? I mean, sure, it's Super Bowl. You can absolutely do it. I kind of just don't buy it, man. I really don't.
What do you think about the Drake May shoulder stuff that as we tape this, it's Wednesday. It might come out. I don't know. We might drop
Super
it a
Bowl
day
week.
or two. Yeah, Super Bowl week, nebulous timing. There were people who were like, maybe this is gamesmanship, whatever. Like, I don't really know what the gamesmanship, what the benefit would be for New England to say that he's hurt. Like, they're not going to prepare.
Yeah.
Like, what are they talking about?
I saw David Chow earlier, who put out that report originally.
His first tweet about your injury.
Well, that was mine. But he put out the initial report about Drake May saying, I think he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah.
And then they tried to backtrack off of it, and you saw the video. He got a little painful.
Yeah.
The next throw wasn't very good.
Right.
And then they didn't throw the ball the rest of the game because the weather became a factor.
Right.
This week, not this week at practice, but last week at practice, he missed Friday for illness and shoulder. He didn't throw in the open portion on Thursday. And people are thinking it's gamesmanship. But here's my question about that, Matt. Two questions. One is that, was Seattle not going to prepare for Drake May now?
Yeah, like what's the benefit?
And two, why in week 22 are we changing the routine to fool the other team? So I think that's probably something. But look, we remember 2 weeks ago when Darnold's oblique was so bad. I mean, it might mean nothing, but I think that there is an injury there. Most guys this time of year are injured anyways. To me, it doesn't matter as much. Now, one of the prompts I like, we'll talk about why I think he might not run the ball a lot this week. That's one of them. But look, New England's defense this season, okay, against below average defense. This is according to the DVOA standards. 32 points per game, half a turnover a game. New England gets above average defenses, 22 points a game, so 10 points less, and nearly a full turnover more a game, 1.6 turnovers per game. Against the 3 top 10 defenses they play in the playoffs, 18 points a game, not a lot, and nearly 2 turnovers a game. That's not going to win you the Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
No, it won't.
It won't win you the Super Bowl. So what's easier for me, like Seattle's offense scaling up against New England's defense or New England's offense scaling up? I would think it's Seattle's offense, right?
Yeah.
And so, again, can Seattle lose the game 17-13? Sure, they absolutely can. I just don't see that happening that way.
Yeah, and the special teams advantage. I mean, that's why the Seahawks are here, is because the Rams blew it last week on special teams. Number 1 in DVOA on special teams. The punter for the Seahawks is a difference. The kicker, the return game, Shaheed. I feel like we haven't really heard from Shaheed much in the playoffs, and I feel like this could be one of the games, especially with the attention paid to JSN and even Cup, that maybe they do something fun with Shaheed. So. Yeah, I agree. I don't really see a place where the Patriots have a clear advantage. So a
buddy of mine took Shaheed 50-1 to win MVP.
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
That's
DraftKings right now down to 30-1 because of the idea that if it is a lower scoring game and you get one special teams touchdown from Shaheed, that puts you in territory of maybe he's MVP.
Yeah.
Obviously, a big catch early in the game against the Rams, but he really hasn't been folded into the offense quite like I think we thought he would be when they traded for him.
Yeah.
But the special teams aspect has been huge. We saw it pay off last week, obviously, you open a game, was it 2 weeks ago or last week when the kickoff touchdown? Was it Rams game or Niners game?
That was the Niners game.
Niners game.
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable.
The game was over in 5 minutes.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so obviously hoping they can do that. We saw obviously the Devin Hester, right, return the open kickoff.
Yeah. And Percy Harvin in Seattle, right?
Yes,
the second half touchdown.
Yes, second half touchdown. So it's certainly possible. So he MVP is interesting. I'm not going to take it for one of my 5. I don't even know if I have 5, Matt. I mean, we're going to be fighting for 5 here.
Yeah.
For us, because again, I'm trying to limit my menu as much as possible this year. I know it sounds maybe, I don't know. We're hardcore wagers. I get it, but like some of the numbers too. I just I got 3.5. Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to play? I like Seattle money line. What do I parlay it with? Which we can do. DraftKings offers a cross-sport parlays, man. Maybe do your new wizard, Anthony Davis. Do some sort of Anthony Davis.
It's not my Wizards. I'm divorced.
You're divorced, but they have.
I'm an eligible bachelor.
If you go to like on their where's it at? I looked at it the other day. They have their specials. Like they have It's pretty funny that you can do lots of right here NBA NFL specials on their app right now. Which will be greater? New England Patriots points scored in the Super Bowl, or Karl Anthony Towns points scored versus Boston?
Oh man, that is just so great. So, I don't think I've ever played one of those.
Towns is slight favorite -110. I mean, I think New England's scoring under their team total. That's gonna be one of my plays today. I mean, I feel like
there we go.
You got to bet cat here.
I like that they have the squares that you can play the point squares on DraftKings. That's one of my favorite things to do. And you can just take a square.
Yeah.
Like,
am I getting old when I have to look at the computer screen like this to see the small
yeah, I think
print?
so.
The small print.
That's on our tiny chairs, your tiny laptop.
I mean, will Shaheed have more receiving yards or Scotty Barnes? I think he's on the. Is he on what team is he on? The Raptors?
No idea. That sounds right.
I think he was
There's
the Raptors.
been like 800 trades today, so maybe not.
This is not the show for this, but I don't get an NBA trades. I just have no idea what's happening at any time. Like, there's a lot of moving. Like, imagine they used a trade today. We talked about the Wizards trade. Like, there's like 7 players being traded plus 4 draft picks and pick swaps. What is happening?
I think Mike Conley got traded twice since I've been in San Francisco, and I've been here for 24 hours. Like, I don't know what they're doing. It feels like it's somebody running a Madden franchise.
And the one trade that everyone's waiting for is Giannis, which feels it's tomorrow. I think deadline. It feels unlikely to happen. I think. But I got a tip from someone to bet on the Cavs to maybe do that. So we'll see if that ends up happening here. So, all right, they're going to throw us out in 15 minutes, I believe, Matt.
Yeah. So let's take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll do our 5.
All right, we're back here at Super Bowl Radio Row here at the DraftKings set. So nice of them to have us here.
Yes, thank you
for this event. It's so funny because, like, you interact with a lot of media members, right, and people on the internet, and you come here and like you're like, I think I know you. Do I know you? You look at the badge and you're like, oh yeah. Like,
the badge is helpful.
Well, you try not to like look directly at it. You kind of like sneak at it. So, like,
yeah.
You have to like sneak down.
It's a lot easier for me. It's a little harder for you since you're 6'7". There's Paige.
There we go. So, take a picture, please. I sent it to my wife.
Thank
you.
That
actually work
Prove
today.
that we actually have jobs.
Prove that we actually work
For
today.
now.
Yeah. Well, I don't win these wagers. We're out. That's what they told us.
Yes,
okay.
That's right.
Please text that to me. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I don't know where we're at. 5. So
we have jobs.
That's 3 people we've seen now.
I think we're at 3.
We're at 3.
I set my line too high.
Someone's wearing a full USC jersey over there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It looks like it's game worn too.
I feel like it's more influencer time now. Like the people who I know have all left, and now it's people like that.
I guess.
They're going to be our bosses soon.
It's heading in that direction. A 4-letter network just hired another influencer to like be part of their coverage. It's what's happening. All right, Matt. Enough of that. Let's get to our 5 wagers. As usual, what we're going to do is we're going to give you our 5 favorite wagers of the week. They might be the same because we only have 2 games. And we're going to rank them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as far as confidence. I don't even really... I have 5 I like, and I don't even know what order they're going to be in, quite honestly, yet, Matt. Do you want to start? Do we go bottom up or we go top down?
I think you're winning because you had the clean sweep. I have 14 total points. I think you're like, it's in the 24.
Yeah, my notes are at home. Yeah, I think it's
it's
somewhere around there.
24 to 14. So I gotta pitch a clean sheet here. So I guess I'll just be boring. I'll start with my 5-pointer and just take Seattle at 4.5. The other way I thought about playing this was Seattle to score first and win. That's plus 115 just to get a little plus money and just get the money line. The first team that scored has won 38 of the 59 Super Bowls. Kind of an interesting trend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this. We talked about it enough. The advantages I think are so clean across the board for Seattle. The special teams, the turnovers from Maye haven't really killed the Patriots yet. I do feel like against this defense, that could come back to bite them. I think this is the best defense New England has played. I mean, it's probably the best defense in the league, so maybe not a surprise, but definitely in this playoff run, this whole year, I think they're going to be they're going to probably come out a little bit cold, and Seattle has hit the ground running in every playoff game. So give me the Seahawks minus 4.5 for my 5-pointer.
I like it. I mean, look, I'm going to maybe find a fun way to play the Seattle money line for my 1-pointer later because I'm not laying minus 238, which is the number right now. But I'm with you. Seattle minus 3.5. I made it a unit-and-a-half bet when I was on the DK app and like refresh, boom! I hit it like immediately because it just felt right in that moment. And could be wrong, absolutely.
No, but you were right that it was going to move.
I might try to middle it. I do think Seattle scores first, and they got up 7-0, I might get like 9.5, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I might try to middle it. There's also
you should play that first to score money line. That's plus 115.
There's also a you can also what was my train of thought there on New England. There's so many ways to play basically what we think and how this game is going to go. My 5-pointer is New England under 20.5 points. I don't see the path for a lot of points unless Seattle is a turnover-prone machine. Which, look, Darnold could turn into a pumpkin, right? It absolutely could happen again. Maybe we're giving him too much credit. But even, like, the hardcore Patriot fan, like Bill Simmons, right? He's like, we need Sam Darnold to throw us the ball a couple times.
Yeah.
Like, it's that type of game where if Seattle plays a clean football game, then they're going to win this game, and New England's not going to score a lot of points.
Yeah, New England has really benefited from the turnovers. Darnold has turned it over a lot this season. The picks, the fumbles. That is the only way they can do it, and they might. I'll go with my number 4 here. So the best line to win this, I'll say Darnold over 30 pass attempts, the 30 plus in the slider on DK. That's minus 115, but I'll take it at 32. You can get that at plus 138. So the reason being that I think they're going to throw a lot. Kenneth Walker now, without Charbonnet in the backfields, is going to have to carry this offense. The Patriots' best thing about their whole team is their run defense, right? And Kenneth Walker hasn't had a game all season where he had over 20 carries. So I don't think all of a sudden they're going to lean into, feeding Walker a lot, especially in the red zone. They're going to have to figure out different ways to get in there. We mentioned the Charbonnet injury 2 weeks ago. Last week, Darnold had 36 pass attempts. And, like, Seattle had the ball all game.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they were just, like, killing the clock running the ball. Like, they throw a lot. The Patriots have only allowed 3.1 yards per carry in the playoffs. So I will officially take Darnold over 30 pass attempts. But if you want to play along, like, even 36 plus is at plus 312. It's a pretty good number. So I would play around with that, but over 30.
I know that sharp groups have really liked over receptions for the running backs of Seattle this week.
Yeah.
And that would lead to believe screen passes, ball out quickly,
Shaheed,
things like that.
Yep.
Shaheed getting the ball quickly. So I like that thought process. My favorite prop of the week in my 4-point play is going to be Drake Maye under 38.5 rushing yards. This number opened up 29.5, Matt.
Interesting.
So up and up and up. So here's the reason why. First of all, it's everyone's favorite over. Which
it is. Everyone loves it. From that one carry.
I'm going to fade. Thank you. So that's the point. Okay. So 3 playoff games, he had 2 over 60 yards and then 1 under. The reason why quarterbacks who scramble, they're not a designed run team, right? The final play of that Broncos game was he called his own number. That wasn't a design play.
Yeah. Good for him.
He's not a scrambling. He's not a running quarterback as far as they scheme him up for that. He scrambles. The best time to scramble if you're a quarterback is against man coverage, right? Because when you drop back to pass, everyone's guarding a man and they vacate the middle of the field as they chase who they're guarding. So you step back, you look, oh, no one's in the middle of the field. I'm going to take off and run, right? Against a zone coverage team, you're going to have a linebacker over the ball. Seattle plays a ton of zone.
Yep.
I think they're going to play zone 95% of the time in this game. Why? What's a wide receiver that worries you about playing anything other than zone in this game? Nothing.
No.
So they're going to have a middle linebacker standing over the ball the entire game. He will not be able to run the ball as much as he wants to. And if the shoulder is as hurt as it is, he might try to limit his running, just to limit his running anyways, right, Matt? So I'm going to sort of fade the public in this one. And this number is 38.5. It was 37.5 yesterday. It keeps going up and up and up. I actually think we're doing the podcast now if you take the wager now. I'm still waiting. I think this can get to 39.5 or 40.5. I'm going to wait to make this play on Sunday most likely. We're doing the podcast now, so my official play will be under 38.5.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, the injury is a big thing. You mentioned that. Yeah, I think that's a smart play. For my number 3, I'm going to take the first half under 22.5.
Okay.
So a lot of people are on, I think it's like 9 of the last 10 of the first quarter unders have hit.
That might be one of mine. Was it
Yeah.
under what? Would you say?
It's 22.5. So the first quarter is at the total now is at 7.5 because everyone's sharp. The market has really corrected. So I just think two defensive teams, two quarterbacks there for the first time, two teams that love to go on like long drives. They don't speed up with a lot of no huddle or anything like that. They're both towards the bottom of the league in just terms of tempo. Both of their defenses give up some of the fewest explosive plays. That's like a hard thing to say in the league. It's going to be a very script-heavy start to the game because I think of just the inexperience of the quarterbacks. So I see this one like starting slowly. The market's already pricing in a first quarter that might not even have any points. So I don't think there's going to be fireworks in this one for a while. So give me the first half under 22.5 for my number 3.
I like it because my next for my 3-pointer is that first quarter under 7.5.
Yeah.
I also, you know what? I'm gonna look at something. I might play this a tad differently here, just to be a little bit different. But I think that in a Super Bowl, it's funny. Someone said the other day, like Tom Brady's only scored the first quarter once in 6 Super Bowls, something like that. Like he doesn't. Tom Brady's going to score the first. Patrick Mahomes only scored the first quarter. It's hard early in games to score in the first quarter. Now you have teams that are brand new to this.
Yeah.
Right. Like they are brand new to this, and now all of a sudden you're asking them to score early against these defenses. I think. I mean, you could almost play first quarter correct score. 0-0 is plus 650.
That's a nice one.
Worth looking at.
That might be a dart throw.
I'm trying to find first quarter points. I don't see it right now. So I'm going to just take the first quarter team total, first quarter under 7.5 for my 3-pointer. I would be okay doing New England to score 0 points in the first quarter if I could find that number.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm like, as we're talking, I'm looking back. I'm trying to just sort of compare with quarterbacks who were there for the first time, like the Rams and Bengals, both were first-time quarterbacks. And, Matthew Stafford's going to be a Hall of Famer. Joe Burrow, great player. That was the first quarter where they scored 10 total points. Second quarter was 13 total points. And that game ended up being 23-20. So I feel like that's probably something close to how this one is going to go. I just think, you're sitting there all day. You got 2 weeks of practice. You're tight. Both quarterbacks might be a little bit injured. Like, there's just a lot of reasons to like fewer points. Unders in general, the game total under has hit 5 of the last 7 Super Bowls. So I doubt either of these teams start super fast. So I think it's a good play. I'll take for my number 2. I thought this was sharp, but everyone seems to be on this, but I'll take it anyway. And that's A.J. Barner anytime touchdown at plus 250. If you really want to have fun with this, you could play it in the second half, which that number I have somewhere. 6 of his 7 touchdowns have been in the third quarter. So that could be an interesting thing to do live. But Barner, I think a couple of things. The Patriots linebackers are super slow. So I think that that's a potential area of the field they're going to exploit. Obviously, Charbonnet out. He's been their big red zone guy. Most of the red zone touchdowns have come from him. They're going to need somebody to pick up the slack, and he's the tush-push option, Barner.
He is.
So I think Barner plus 250. He hasn't had a touchdown yet in the playoffs, so I feel like he's probably likely to regress back. So give me him for plus 250. That's a decent swing for this. I'll take that.
I almost took JSN MVP for my second. I'll take that for my first one here in a second here. So my wager. So I like Matt Collins under 2.5 receptions, but it's minus 160 now.
I like that too.
It's minus 160. I'm not going to give that out, but it's something I really like as well. So I'm going to play the Seattle money line here, Matt.
Okay.
But I'm going to parlay it with something.
Okay.
And to be fair, I don't know what that is right now. Okay, I'll be quite honest. I can't give you but I'm going to, by Sunday, or Saturday, I'm going to have an NBA game with it, a college basketball game with it. I'm eyeing my Ducks play Saturday against Purdue. We are god-awful. The problem is Purdue's going to be minus 1,000 to win that game.
Champions League trophy right there.
Oh.
Man.
Is that real?
Yeah. I think.
Wait, that doesn't look... This looks like a trophy you get
And there's Christian McCaffrey.
Where's Christian McCaffrey at? Oh, there he is. He didn't wave at us though. We don't know him.
Yeah, we don't know him. Does
wait,
it count?
Wait, that's a trophy for. It looks like not. It looks like a fake trophy. Like
maybe it is a fake trophy. I don't think so.
That's what they give to win the Champions League. It doesn't look like a Barty trophy. Like they don't look as cool as that.
No.
Okay, well, they're going to yell at us here in a second to get off. But
yeah,
I took Seattle money line with some sort of parlays. I don't know what it is yet. Have fun with that. I will text you what I'm parlaying it with.
Okay, fair enough. For my one-pointer, I'm just going to give out a bunch of darts. For the sake of the contest, I like Travion Henderson over 4 receiving yards. That's minus 115. Can you believe that? His receiving yards is at 4?
Well,
it
was a lot less.
It was. It's been steamed up. I think he's going to be a big part of this game. I like him at over 50 total yards plus 335. I just don't think it's a little bit high, but I do feel like they're going to have to use him in their game plan. He hasn't been a big part of the team, obviously, in the playoffs. But it would be helpful for Maye to just dump out of some pressure. One play that I like is DeMarcus Lawrence to record a sack, fumble, and fumble recovery on one play.
Wow.
That's plus 7,500. That's in the specials. The other one I like, too, if you want to play along with this, is Booty or Hollins to lead the game in receiving yards. I know that seems crazy with JSN. It's kind of a Patriots hedge. I think Hollins ran the second most routes for the Patriots last week, and Booty's become the most targeted Patriot in the playoffs. So I do think they're going to try to get involved, get those guys involved. So that would be a long shot if JSN, he's like a minus 500 favorite if he weren't to have a huge game. Maybe Booty gets like a long one or something. So those are some dart throws. I don't expect any of them to hit except the Henderson one, but they're fun.
JSN MVP will be my last wager, and it's plus 550 right now. I bet this early in the week. It's my first MVP wager I made. Are they going to credit JSN or Sam Darnold? Cooper Kupp got the credit with Matt Stafford a few years back, game-winning touchdown.
Yep,
that's what it comes down to, right? And I think JSN's so good they'll give him the credit.
Yeah, he would probably deserve it, and it would have to be like if he has 2 touchdowns or something like that. That would be how he did it.
It would be how he did it, and again, I think he can be that impactful in this game. Even though, of course, we know that they are going to try something, but they being New England. Matt, DraftKings has up Super Bowl odds for next season, by the way.
Yeah.
Seattle, Los Angeles, Buffalo, Philly, New England, Baltimore, Green Bay, Denver, Chargers, Chiefs. Top 10 right there.
My Commanders are plus 6,000.
What do you think?
I don't know, man.
All I
Good
know
quarterback.
is tomorrow is the NFL awards.
Yes.
So they're going to announce Carson Schwartz is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, and I am going to have multiple thousands deposited in my DraftKings account.
Congrats, man.
After that, because we gave that out on the show. Hope you guys tailed me on that one at 40 to 1. That is going to be a nice little deposit, buddy.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Except they limited me to $50. So maybe.
Look, they had to pay for the set.
Not multiple thousands. Some thousands. Some combination of thousands. I did bet it in a couple different places though. So
I will give them all their money back over this Super Bowl. Don't worry.
I hope we don't. I hope we have a Super Bowl that is profitable for all of us. We enjoy the Super Bowl. This has been a lot of fun on Radio Row doing this show under Hitmat of people that waved at us.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Kevin Clark's right there. I mean, we know Kevin.
Yep.
But not a lot of waves as we've been going. I've also been focused on obviously, doing a good show with you. So
yeah, definitely.
We're gonna do this again next year. I think they're waving at us right now.
We're wrapping. We're wrapping up now.
Yeah, wrapping up. All right. We'll talk to you guys next week. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, Sawyer.